Hello, I'm Wendy Rollins here for Radio 105.7. We are at Shaky Knees, and we have something very exciting for you here today. We have ex-ambassadors and Bishop Briggs.
What up?
Hey. A face-off. So we didn't decide whose question is going first. We have no coin flip here, so I'm just gonna throw it out to you guys.
All right.
Oh my gosh! Well, first of all, I
You
love
go
that.
first.
Well, no, I just love that we're doing this. I feel like we'd be asking
I'm
each
super
other.
nervous right now. I'm so nervous.
I've been waiting my whole life for this. So no, I'm ready.
We have to.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Little did we know.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I guess I'll start it.
Go for it.
I have no preparation, but I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Should we go back and forth? So, like, should you ask a question then? Because then maybe you'll get an idea from something I asked.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I like
Great.
that.
Okay, so I tried to think of questions that were different to maybe what you guys get asked normally. So when was the last time you really, really laughed?
Oh. All the time for me. I'm a chuckling sort of dude.
I really, really laughed watching the new Louis C.K. stand-up thing.
Oh
I was
my
like
God.
not
Yeah,
expecting.
so-
I was not expecting to laugh. I was.
Wait, you
I
weren't
was
expecting to
crying.
laugh?
Well,
He's
no.
a
I love
genius.
Louis. I love Louis, but someone told me it was like, man, he's like really depressed this time.
He's always really depressed.
He's
Yeah.
always
Every
depressed.
time.
He's always
So I was like,
depressed.
I was crying. I was
Aw.
crying laughing.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
amazing. That's a great one.
What about you?
Sadly, probably when one of these guys hurts themselves.
Oh,
That tends to get me like when I start laughing hard, I start crying, as these guys know, and it's like I can't stop.
That seems very reasonable.
Okay, so now I have a question for you.
Okay.
Riffing off that.
Okay.
When was the last time you cried during a movie? Just a movie. What was the last movie you cried during?
Oh God.
Can I tell you mine before
Yes,
we go?
yes.
I'm gonna
I was-
question
I know.
and answer.
I was sitting in a middle seat on a flight just recently watching Lion, and I was like silently tears streaming down my face. So like then that was like that's pretty extreme for plane crying. And on top of that, there's like an end credits scene where it's like real documentary footage, and I started like
Oh,
just
man.
openly middle seat crying.
Yep.
Okay, so last movie.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. I don't want this to reveal too much about me, but
You don't cry during movies.
no. I kind of have an obsession with watching very disturbing documentaries on Netflix. Like anything that's like anything that's like really messed up. That I just like being a fly on the wall to these
You're not
like,
alone.
weird things. Okay. So, and I again don't want to reveal this side of me, but there was this movie called Pervert Park.
Oh my God.
You don't even want to know what it's about, but needless to say,
We can guess.
you can guess.
You cried during Pervert Park.
I cried during Pervert Park.
Wow.
It's people's stories, and I full on
Oh,
sobbed.
that sounds beautiful. I actually
Yeah.
want to watch that now.
Yeah, but you won't know how to feel about it.
Okay.
You won't.
That's fine.
You'll be judging that I cried, but it's just you see the human, and yeah,
Oh.
yes.
Okay, no, I think I understand.
Yeah.
I think I understand.
Okay, it's my turn.
for it.
I feel just get that vibe that it's my turn to ask a question.
It is.
So I work with my sister. She's my day-to-day manager.
Oh, fantastic.
And some would say, I mean, she would say therapist. I wouldn't. How do you feel about working with your brother? Because for me, it was a big decision.
Yeah.
Because I care so much about our relationship that I didn't want anything to come in between that. But then the thought of hiring someone else just really shook me, and it was something that I couldn't really wrap my head around.
She knows you. She knows what you're thinking before you are thinking it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, that's a very similar thing with the two of us. It was so we started playing music together when we were like 14 and 16 respectively.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was my band originally, and I really did not want Casey to be in the band, like at all.
What?
Not because I was like, for any sentimental reason, because I was like fuck that dude. I do not want him in my band. This
I
is
have
my
own
band.
bands too.
And he has his own band. But he was so good, and it just made so much sense. And
So you were
it's-
forced into it.
I was forced
Sort
into
of, I
it.
have to admit, I
Yes.
wormed my way in because I would always come down to the basement where the band was, and in between their practices, I would jam with everybody, and it was sort of one of those things that just naturally kind of came together.
Totally,
Yeah, but
totally.
I don't think either of us would want it any other way.
Totally.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had this question. Do you guys have a
Go for it.
riffy question? I had another one that I did think of
Oh, no.
previously.
I hope
Okay,
it doesn't
so
have anything to do with Pervert Park because
This
I
is a
can't
really-
go back
Our
there.
favorite
This is a
pervert.
really
I can't.
easy one.
Because
This is
I can't go back
Yeah,
there.
it's
I can't.
so-
This is
Your
like
perversion.
This is like almost like a. That's getting really personal.
Oh.
Let's go
Okay,
there.
let's move along.
This is like a really easy one. Okay, so I have a million voice notes on my phone
Yes.
for song ideas and like melodies and stuff. Do you label them,
Oh.
or do you not label them? If you do label them, can you pull one up right now? And
Yes.
what's the
Where
funniest
is my
one?
phone?
What's the funniest one
Thanks,
you have
Kate.
labeled?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
You
it
do label
depends.
them.
Okay, so first of all, I'm the exact same. Wait,
Yeah.
this is so funny.
I've heard
Okay.
so many musicians do this.
Yeah, this
I
is
have so
It's a
many
great question, Sam.
chant breaths.
Oh,
That's a big
okay.
one because
Nice.
like when you forget the
Breaths.
breaths that you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
you wanted to record.
Oh, exactly.
So one of our songs is called Walls. Walls better. You know,
Walls
just
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
rehearse with that
Walls
one.
better
It's-
one.
Yeah.
Walls
yeah.
better rough two.
Yes.
Exactly.
But there are so many. Oh, one of this. None of your business.
Oh.
And tons of Z's.
Wow.
Working on that one.
That's
a lot of
really
sass.
good. That's very
But yeah, a lot of these. I mean, it's so funny. I just went past, I would say, 7 that say post-chorus gospel.
Oh, nice.
Because
I like
that's
that.
always a go-to in the
That's-
writing.
That sounds beautiful.
And tons of bridges. Wait, I want to see yours.
Oh my God.
Wait, this
Mine
is
are
this is really
Mine
fun.
are like all unlabeled, so they're all really boring. They're
Yeah,
all,
no,
like,
tons
new
of mine.
recording, New recording 300 and
Yeah, my
new
version of
recording
that.
Yeah.
950.
I mean, there's a lot of new recording.
Lots of new recordings.
Yeah.
Wait, you have 950?
That's
How many
just-
recordings
that's
do you
just
have,
right
Bishop?
now.
Oh, so I'm right. I mean, right now, let's see. Okay, I'm at 790.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
guys ever
My-
clear them off?
No. Well, because I'm always afraid that I've
Oh,
just
yeah.
lost like
Yeah.
the John Lennon,
Yeah.
Imagine song
Yeah,
or like
right. Oh,
Yeah.
whatever it
Go
could
boy,
be.
ever
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
I hear there's a new program for songwriters that's like a voice note app that you can just let roll, and then if you sing something and like another person in the room's like, that's cool, you can tap the phone and it marks it.
Oh.
How crazy is
my
that?
gosh,
'Cause
that's
I have
amazing.
those voice notes that are
There you
like
go.
45 minutes to an hour long.
Yes,
that I just,
same.
That I just let run when I start
Oh, I've
spitting.
heard of that. No, that's and it
So that's
like is able to run it back, like whatever it is. The
Yeah,
last,
you
like,
just
2
tap. You
minutes
just
or
like tap
whatever,
the screen of the phone.
so that it's not
It marks
saving
it.
more than just like the last 2 minutes, right?
Or no, it saves the whole thing, but it
Oh,
just
really?
marks it so that you can like
Oh,
skip.
Which
to
you
it.
need
amazing.
because I've always been that person in the session
Oh
that's
my
just
god!
like
Fast forwarding
yes,
slowly.
yes, and you
And
can
the
never
little
fast
cursor
forward. Oh
is
my
so
gosh,
hard.
can they just not
I
fix
know.
that? Anyways, okay.
Okay.
Because I love that question so much, some would say I'm
That was a
riffing.
good one, right?
I mean, that was an amazing one. I'm gonna riff on.
Okay, go for it.
I want everyone here to show what their last photo that they took on their camera roll.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Please.
man.
Dusty, can you toss me my phone right there?
Let's see. Or you guys,
should
I
be good.
Casey doesn't really take pictures of us.
I do sometimes.
Oh.
Mostly landscapes.
There you go. It's a beautiful
I mean,
shot.
wipe them all up.
Mine's great. Mine is a screenshot of my screen.
No.
Oh, there you go.
I was trying to turn. I was like trying to restart it. You know, where you like push the button and the thing.
You know, I
at the
thought
same
you were
time.
young and hip, and now
No,
it's like,
I'm
wow.
I
It's
am-
really
I'm
changed.
Actually, a
No
grandpa.
shame, no.
My
I would
last
like to contribute to this one that
Do it.
I took a picture of a sign that I saw out there that said, it's a giant poster board that just says, shake these nuts.
Nice.
And I was like,
Amazing.
okay, I want that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one I got.
This is my jam.
Yeah.
My last one is a screenshot of an email we got for a sync for
Ooh.
one of our songs.
Yay.
It's in
Don't
NBA 2K18.
Oh.
My favorite game
Oh
since
my
NBA 2K.
gosh.
So I sent that to all my friends back in the day.
That's amazing.
To let them know
Proud
I'll be
moment,
beating
yeah,
their
that's
ass to our own song
Yes.
next year.
That is the coolest. That is so cool.
All right, so back
Okay.
to us.
Yes.
How much time do we got?
How much time we got?
12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Okay.
And if you go early,
Let's get comfortable.
That's fine. Don't
All right.
So go till it feels comfortable.
Okay.
Well, let's think. Casey, do you have any questions?
Well, I was just gonna ask, how much touring have you been doing this past couple of years? 'Cause
Yeah, let's get to the practical questions.
Okay, the
Yeah.
practical
What's it like
questions.
to be in a band?
What's it
What's
like to be in a band?
Like, when
Where did you get
what
your
does your
name?
name mean?
Yeah.
Oh my
What is
goodness.
touring like?
Okay.
What's touring?
Well, we are actually on our first headlining tour right now,
So
which is
good.
very
How
exciting.
good does that feel?
It's the coolest, and it's very different from any other experience that I've had. And yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I mean, this year has truly been so different from every other year that I've ever had. You know, I was always playing shows in LA for, I would say it was 5 years, like every couple nights, because it is the one free thing you can do in LA.
Yeah.
And yeah, and so this year has just been so exciting and just so different. But yeah, the crowd for a headlining, I mean, can we just talk about that for a second?
It's
so
crazy.
different. I mean, I never understood why bands would come off stage from just a kind of normal show, I guess you could say, or maybe a festival, and they would seem so down, and they would be like, sorry, we just came off our headlining show, so this is really hard for us, you know, not having the reaction from the crowd.
Yeah.
And I was always like, come on,
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Get over
Do
it.
your job. Get over yourself.
Yeah, come on, you're living the dream.
Yeah.
And I totally, I mean, I'm different. You know, I of course appreciate every single second, but I understood.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a
because
big difference.
it's a huge
Totally.
difference.
Yeah.
Because
so
these
much
are
energy from them too. It's
totally, these are people that they are only there to see you,
Yeah.
and that's something that I'm someone that, like, when I look in the crowd and I see everyone wearing our merch or singing our songs, I never think they're there to see us. Like, that's just my mentality.
You think
I'm-
someone just like handed them
Exactly.
the T-shirt on the
Who
way
paid
in?
these people?
Who
Yeah.
paid these people?
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
why it's so interesting for a headlining tour, because no matter what your insecurities are, you have to know deep down that they're there to support you, and you go through this journey together.
Or do you think no one's gonna show up?
Oh.
No matter what.
Oh.
Even if it's like almost sold out. you're
That's
like,
no, see, that's the
no one's
thing.
gonna
Why
come.
do we always say sold out and it's a couple of days before? I'm like, can we just be careful? Like, what if what if 10 people,
What if, like, it's
you know,
not
something
really?
happens?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys a question now.
Yeah.
And it seems like we're kind of staying away from our joking ones right now, so I'm gonna ask you
You can do
something.
joking ones too.
Okay,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do a music one.
Okay, let's do it.
What is the one song that you guys have that when you perform it live, it just feels very different to any other song?
unsteady, honestly.
Yeah, unsteady.
Ah.
I think for all three of us, I can safely say that one. That one took. We released that song back in 2014, right? In 2014 on our second
Wow.
EP.
I mean, it's
before
still
the record, before
wow.
Renegades.
Yeah.
And that one took it took 3 years for that song to really like pick up steam and peak on the charts and peak at radio, and it was like a slow burner, but we always knew that there was something special about it, because when we would sing it every night, people would freak out and they'd sing along, even more so than Renegades,
It's
you know.
amazing.
Wow. And the
There's a-
crowd tells you, you know,
Yeah,
each night.
yeah.
They tell you which
I've-
one
I've
they
seen
like.
people get emotional about
Yeah.
that song.
Oh, I get
Just
so
Yeah.
mad every time I hear it.
I remember we were playing this show in Columbus, Ohio, and it was after the show, and it was a good show. It wasn't sold out, you know. It was like half full or whatever. And
It's optimistic.
And afterwards, I'm like standing around, saying hi to fans after the show and doing some merch stuff. And this woman came up to me and she told me how she had just recently, her and her partner just adopted a kid, and they were so excited about it. And then simultaneously, she had just came out to her parents, and her parents like completely disowned her, and it was this heartbreaking thing. And she said that Unsteady really helped her get through that, and like kind of helped her figure out what it could mean for her to be a new parent when she didn't feel that from her, you know. So it's stories like
So
that
humbling, just
Totally.
that really, like, I remember those when I'm singing that song on stage. So that's
It's interesting how it
Yeah.
evolves. Your story becomes the story of so many other people.
Oh, yeah.
You know, how it lives everybody has a different perspective. I can't remember who I talked to one time, but I said, I feel like when I hear this song, it makes me think of this. And he was like, you know what? I'm not going to tell you where I wrote that from because now that's your story.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I thought that was very cool, and that it occurred to me that, like, what you write actually, it's like a tree. Like, it just branches in so many different directions.
And there is something so pure about when someone has their own interpretation.
Yeah.
And that's what's beautiful about
Exactly.
music. I mean, as opposed to any other form of writing.
Yeah.
All right, so I have a question for you.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh.
We got
Do we
2
have time?
minutes?
2 minutes.
Okay,
2 minutes?
this
Okay.
is last
All right,
question.
last
No,
question.
I don't want to end on me. Okay.
Last question. Should I do a serious one or should I do a funny one?
Okay.
It's not so funny.
Okay, I say do both, but we'll do a speed round.
Okay,
So
cool.
serious
Speed
first.
round.
Oh,
Let's do funny one first.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
it's
So the
quick.
serious one is actually
So,
serious. Okay.
what is are you on a bus right now?
Yes.
What bunk?
Oh, okay. Oh gosh. Okay, so okay.
you switching
okay,
up
no,
bunks, or-
no. Okay, so
Do you
I
have the back lounge?
Well, okay. No.
Oh!
Okay, I am normally just so you know, I'm normally in the middle bunk. I showed up on the first day of tour, and I honestly got pushed into the back bunk. I wouldn't have chosen it. I was very upset that we even had the option because I really don't like that whole
Take
thing.
it.
But my band was like,
Take the
my band was like, you didn't get pushed.
Take the W. Take the win.
I tell
but
you, don't look the gift horse in the mouth.
yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
But okay, so maybe
gotta
there's a
talk
little.
later, guys.
Well, maybe there's a
gotta
little
talk
back
later.
lounge that I did get offered, and I did say no a billion times, but they did push me into it.
Okay.
There you
cool.
go.
All right.
No
So
shame.
part two.
'Kay.
Part two. Where? Okay. River. How long did that song take to come together? Was it really fast, or was it really slow? Did it take
So the producers behind that are Mark Jackson and Ian Brennan Scott, and it was actually our first session together, and that was the first song that we wrote. And I think it's honestly like those type of things happen because there's so much adrenaline and there's so much fear that's going into it because deep in your heart you're just thinking, I hope this works. And there's something you can't really recreate that. And that's where other songs come out when you get more comfortable around people. But there is something about that uncomfortableness
Oh my
that
God.
I think
very
creates
Gotta have it.
creates something more wild. It is different to any other song that we've done. So it was a quick turnaround.
It's always the songs that we write in like the first, like just recently for this record we actually have been mostly in one place recording and writing the
cool.
album, whereas last one we were on tour the whole time.
Yes.
But when we finally got off cycle and all rented this Airbnb together and to like sit down and start writing the first week of writing, those songs have still stuck around.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that
Yeah.
was back in October. It's always that like initial spark. I
Yes,
feel like.
and that's what sucks is when you're on hour 6 of a song, you know deep down it's like you're trying so hard, but it's like, but we didn't get it in the first 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
it's-
know deep
it's-
down.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
but
worth
sometimes those songs do turn around,
They do.
but it takes a second.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right. Are
It's
we at
not
time?
me. It's not me, man.
I
wanna do this all day long.
We are at time.
I wanna do this all day long.
I really appreciate
I
it,
really
guys.
could do this
all
I
day
think
long.
we're going to do
Most
this
fun.
again soon.
Absolutely. We
Thank
love
you
it.
guys.
Thank you so much, and thanks for checking it out on Radio 105.7.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.